Wondering if private limited company would be the better choice over other forms of business? Or why choose a private limited company over LLP? In that case, you have clicked on the right video. In this video, I will discuss why to choose a private limited company and a quick comparison with the LLP. Before I proceed, let me first introduce myself. I am Tushar Bakshi, a startup advisor at SetIndiaBiz. What is a private limited company? Let's understand the meaning of a private limited company. A private limited company is a business entity that is registered under the Companies Act 2013. The word private, as simple as it is, means that the shares of a private limited company cannot be sold to the general public and also not on any public platforms. The word limited conveys that the shareholders enjoy limited liability, which means that their liability towards the loss or debt of the company shall be limited up to the unpaid share capital. To know more about the private limited in detail, click on the I button and watch a complete video on this. You can also check out the description box. We have created a playlist with videos on company registration, all curated and compiled to provide you with precise information. A private limited company is considered as the most suitable form of business for the startups and young entrepreneurs over all other types of businesses such as proprietorship, partnership firms, LLP, or a public limited company. In this video, I'll try to explain about the differences between private limited company and LLP so that you make a well-informed decision and select the most appropriate business type for your startup. I will differentiate between company and LLP on the following parameters. Number 1, number of promoters. Number 2, constitution document. 3, internal rules. 4, decision making. 5, remuneration. 6, audit. 7, income tax rate. And 8, annual compliance. Here we go with number 1, number of promoters. In the case of a private limited company, a minimum of 2 persons are required to become shareholder and directors of the company. The same person can act as a director as well as a shareholder. However, the maximum number of shareholders has been capped at 200 and the number of directors cannot be more than 15. Whereas in case of LLP, the minimum number of people to act as partners has to be 2 and there is no limit on the maximum number of partners that LLP can have. Number 2, constitution documents. In the company's case, the Memorandum of Association and the Articles of Association are the constitution documents. The MOA primarily contains the name, location, object, capital and liability clause, whereas the AOA is a compendium of internal rules to run the company. The LLP agreement is the constitution document. Similar to a partnership deed, it is also prepared on a stamp paper of appropriate value. The LLP agreement is required to be filed with the ROC in Form 3 within a period of 30 days from the date of incorporation of LLP. Number 3, internal rules. The Articles of Association of a private limited company contains the internal rules and regulations of the companies. The courts always upholds the provision of the AOA that conform to the Act. The LLP agreement governs the internal rules and regulations of LLP. Number 4, decision making. The board of directors take the decisions in a private limited company in their meetings known as the board meeting. As per the Companies Act, a company must convene a board meeting every quarter. In the case of LLP, decisions are generally taken by way of the meetings between the partners. However, there is no provision of the meetings in the LLP Act. Number 5, remuneration. The Companies Act of 2013 regulates the managerial remuneration in the case of the companies. However, the LLP Act does not regulate the remuneration to partners. However, the Income Tax Act does provide for some limitation on the remuneration that can be paid to the partners of the LLP. Number 6, audit. The statutory audit of the company is compulsory in a private limited company, but The audit of the LLP is not compulsory if the capital contributed does not exceed rupees 25 lakh or if the turnover does not exceed rupees 40 lakhs. Number 7. Income tax rate. The income tax rate for the company varies from case to case. For instance, it is just 15% in the case of the new manufacturing company and 22% for others. Surcharge and cess are also applicable, whereas LLP is treated at par with the partnership firm. 30% is the income tax rate for the LLP. The surcharge and cess is levied on and above the income tax. And number 8. Annual compliance. The private limited company has to file and elaborate an annual return, submit the balance sheet, audit report, and a director's report to the ROC. Though the LLP also has to file annual returns to the ROC and its ITR, the process is simpler. So if you found this video helpful and want to know more, you can check our website. Also do subscribe to our channel SetIndiaBiz. Check out other videos as well.